Hey everybody, welcome back to Freedom Wanderer. I'm Chuck McDonald. So happy you're here, and today we're going to be in my kitchen cooking up some ahi tuna seared. So let's get started. That's right, seared ahi tuna. So I'll show you here. I've got some leftover ahi tuna medallions. We're going to season those up. We're going to pan sear them. And we're gonna make a nice quick lunch. So check this out. So our ingredients will be our 2 ahi tuna medallions. I'm going to use some Kerrygold garlic and herb butter. And I'm also going to use some Everglades fish and chicken and a little bit of ground ginger. Sorry, let me get that where you can see it. Some ground ginger. I didn't have any ginger handy, so that's how we'll start. All right, so let's start. Before we start dressing our tuna, let's get our eye started. Good and hot, because all I'm going to do is sear it. And I want to put a little bit of vegetable oil, canola oil, something that when it's real hot, it keeps the butter from burning. So let's get that started. So while our pan is heating up, you can see it starting to heat up. Let's go ahead and dress these real quick. I am not going to put a lot of seasoning on it. Okay? So I have said this before, anytime using fish, any type of fish, make sure you dry it off with a paper towel, which I did, to make sure everything stays good and dry so that your fish will take the seasoning. If it's too wet, it will not. So let's do some ginger now, just a touch. Ginger adds such a refreshing flavor to our tuna. And I'm also going to put a little bit of ginger in the pan. How about that? Okay, so our pan is getting good and hot. I can feel it getting good and hot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take about a 1/4 stick of butter and put in there. This has got garlic and herb in it. It'll add such great flavor. We'll throw that in here. Hear that sizzle? That's what we want. That means we're getting hot. And so we'll let that melt down. As soon as that gets completely melted down, then we're just going to quickly sear our tuna. I'm going to make sure I get my pan good and covered just in case. You can see I'm pretty much set on high, got about 9. Okay, so with our tuna, there's a little bit of a trick. You can see everything's melted down. You can see how the butter may try to burn. You want to cut it back a little bit, but all we're doing is searings. So everybody normally goes about 6 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. See, we just have a little sear right on the edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. See how it creates a crust? Now you want to do the edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now our last end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, So we've got it crusted. Now I'll do this second one and I'll get back with you. Okay, so now tuna cooked, cooling off, because I want it to be cool when I cut it up. So I'm going to use a little bit of low sodium soy. I'm going to make us a dipping sauce. So I'm using this little styrofoam bowl. That's how we roll here at my house. And then I'm going to use some sweet Thai chili sauce. Can you see that? About that much. You can tell I'm used to. All right. And then some Mike's Hot Honey. I love this stuff. If you can get it at your local grocery store, go get you some. So I'm going to talk to you while I do this. I'm going to grab a fork real quick. I'm going to take and stir that in so it'll meld together. Because, you know, the sweet Thai chili is kept in the refrigerator. It's a little bit cooler, so you have to let it come to room temperature. You just keep working it and it will meld together. And so while I'm doing this, I'll show you a video. I went outside and cut me some green onions out of my green onion patch. So if you don't know, if you ever buy green onions from the grocery store, once you cut them down to the roots, you can replant those in some potting soil, like you see that little flower container I have, and I grow my own green onions. So I'm going to take my own homemade green onions. We're going to dice them up here. I want them pretty finely cut. I don't want super big pieces, although it really doesn't matter. It's kind of a personal thing. So let's dice those up pretty good. Just a pretty good rough small chop. I'm going to add that in to our dipping sauce. Okay, so as you can see, I'm going to have a dipping sauce here that we can use. So what I want to do now is I want to take my tuna and cut it into strips. Look how beautiful that is. You can see perfectly seared on the outside and still nice and pink on the inside. I don't want to cook the tuna, although it's not improper not to. I'm preferable to more of a raw tuna. And I'm cutting these as thin as I can. This tuna can tear apart on you, and I don't want that. And now this is my personal recipe, the way I do it when I do it. There's different things you like, different things you want, that you enjoy. A lot of people will put a lot of different things in their sauce. All right, so let me get a plate. All right, so here we are, my super fancy plastic bowl that I'm going to take our tuna strips and just work them around to be pretty. Now, when I eat by myself, I wouldn't necessarily do this, but if you're the adventure seeker and you like inviting a lot of people over and you really like presentation and you want to impress your friends or your boyfriend or your girlfriend, wife, husband, and you want to have a little fun. I watch a lot of cooking channels, people who prepare fish, and so this is where I get these ideas. I'm not a genius. I did not think this up. Okay, and a lot of people will take some of those and create like a little flower in the middle. To each his own. The scraps are for the chef to taste. That is so awesome. Okay, so there's our bowl. You can see our pretty little design. So I'm going to take my sauce and just start dripping it all over. Let me grab a spoon. Sorry, didn't mean to leave you guys all alone. Let's grab a spoon here. Just start, each piece gets a little bit of love, a little bit of onion, a little bit of sauce. And like I say, if you're the adventure seeker, there are so many different ways this can be prepared. I've heard it called tataki, I think is a Hawaiian, Japanese way they try to do it. Different things like that. But you can research. This is just my version. I hope you guys enjoy. If you do try this, let me know. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you did different. So there you have it, guys. Some homemade seared tuna. Some people would call it sashimi, tataki. To each his own. I'm not gonna make you suffer and watch me eat all of this, because I'm going to eat all of this, but there it is. So I've been taste testing along and along. You see how it's seared on the edges real nice? Just creates a little crust, but that meat on the inside just soaks up all that juice. I make that sauce all the time when I do fish. I really love it. Soy sauce, sweet Thai chili, a little bit of Mike's honey, and then some vegetables maybe mixed into it. But anyway, seared ahi tuna. Amazing. Love you guys. I appreciate you. I have food in my mouth. I'm sorry. But I really enjoy this. I'm going to sit down and have my lunch. It's lunchtime. That's what I made it for. Just a simple lunch. Super healthy. 100% organic. Right now here in Myrtle Beach, as me making this video is because we have not been diving in over 3 weeks, because offshore, the storm that came through just messed everything up for everybody. So I don't have any super fresh fish. I had this ahi tuna left over that I used, those 2 medallions, but you can always run to your local fish market and get fresh fish. I'm not a hook and line fisher guy. I like to spearfish, so got plans for this weekend, hopefully, that will go out by the time you see this video. Maybe I'm already been out on the ocean and caught me some fresh fish, and we'll have some more catch, clean, cook adventures for you guys. Listen, love you, appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out in my ocean kitchen. I love to cook seafood. We'll see you in the next adventure. Remember, friends, life is an adventure. You gotta get off the couch and go live it. See you in the next adventure. Let's go.